Ellie and the Sky Islands. The square sun had barely risen when Ellie spotted something strange above the plains, a cluster of islands floating among the clouds. They shimmered with waterfalls spilling into the sky, their edges lined with glowing vines. "Sky Islands," she whispered. Villagers spoke of them in legends, but no one had ever returned with proof. She packed her elytra, a bundle of fireworks for lift, and a loaf of honey bread. Finn the fox trotted at her heels, and Luma the parrot fluttered down from the rafters to perch on her shoulder. "Are you sure about this?" Luma squawked. Ellie smiled. "If you're afraid of heights, you don't get to see the stars." They launched from the highest cliff, wings spread, the air rushing past like a river of glass. Up and up they soared, through thin mist and drifting pixel clouds. The islands grew larger, covered in lush grass and strange blue flowers. When Ellie landed, the ground felt springy, as if walking on cushions of air. Birds of light darted between trees whose leaves glowed like moonstone. Bridges of translucent blocks stretched between the islands, forming a maze in the sky. On the first island, they found a stone altar inscribed with glowing runes. To cross the skies, one must speak truth under open air. Finn tilted his head. "Sounds like a test." A tall figure emerged from the mist, a skykeeper with wings of crystal feathers and eyes like clear water. It held a staff tipped with a swirl of clouds. "Why have you come?" the keeper asked, its voice a breeze. Ellie's heart raced. She could pretend she wanted treasure, but she felt the rune's power waiting. So she told the truth. "I came because I've always dreamed of seeing your world. I want to learn." The keeper studied her, then nodded. "Truth opens bridges." It tapped the staff, and a new walkway of light appeared to the next island. They crossed carefully. Below, the world stretched like a map, rivers like silver threads. The wind carried faint music, the hum of the sky itself. On the second island stood a fountain, pouring sparkling water into the void. Another inscription read, "To drink of the sky, one must share what they carry." Ellie opened her pack and placed her honey bread beside the fountain. Finn dropped a berry. Luma shed a glowing feather. The fountain brightened, and the water rose to form a staircase spiraling upward. At the top, on the highest island, stood a tree made entirely of clouds, its trunk swirling gently. In its branches nested tiny winged cubes, sky sparks, each glowing with a different color. The skykeeper reappeared. "The sky does not belong to those who take. It belongs to those who give and dare." Ellie felt a tingle in her palms. The sky sparks lifted from the tree and circled her, then merged into a small amulet shaped like a wing. She slipped it around her neck, feeling lighter than air. The keeper smiled. "When you wear this, your courage will guide you. The sky will always welcome you back." With a final gust of wind, the islands shifted, drifting farther into the clouds. Ellie, Finn, and Luma glided back toward the world below, hearts filled with lightness. They landed near her cabin as dusk painted the square horizon in lavender. Villagers saw the amulet glow softly against her chest and felt a breeze like a whispered promise. Ellie hung the amulet by her window. At night, it shone like a tiny star, a reminder that honesty and sharing build bridges even in the sky. And high above, the Sky Islands drifted on, waiting for the next dreamer brave enough to climb the winds.